Happy day, everybody. It's Miss Joy and Happiness. I wanted to tell you what happened in my day today. Well, I thought it was going to be an ordinary day, but there's no ordinary days in my world. Sudden change of plans in my day. My mom canceled at the last minute for a sushi lunch. So I stood in the kitchen and I heard the voice of Spirit tell me and direct me to where I needed to go. I didn't really want to, but as always, there's either an assignment, a mission, or an adventure. But there's always, no matter what, a story. So here's the story. As I heard the voice of God, Spirit, tell me and direct me where to go, I jumped in the car and I proceeded to this store about 20 minutes away. No sooner than I walked in, I heard a familiar voice saying, "Lena, I've been waiting for you." When I came into work today, I said a prayer, "God, please send Alina." This isn't a personal friend of mine. This is just a wonderful person who I enjoy seeing when I walk into this store once or twice a week. A familiar, happy face. I smiled and I told her how my plans had canceled for lunch with my mom. And God directed me to come to the store. I asked her what was up, and she said that she's a little bit older and she's worried about who's going to take care of her mom. One family member is in California, the other in Vancouver. Neither one of them would take on the responsibility if something were to happen to her and her husband. Would take care of the mom. So she posed the question, what if, to each of them, and both declined. They did not want the responsibility. You can call them selfish, but it's not my place to judge. This girl, we'll call her Kathy, was very saddened by this. But instead of lashing out at both brother and sister for their decision, she chose to politely hang up the phone, ending the conversation, and she prayed. God gave her peace, and God told her that everything would be okay. Her heart was still sad after this conversation, even though God had given her peace. Why was she still sad? That's what I wanted to know as well. She was sad because she said, "Alina, I no longer feel like I have a sister. I've always wanted my sister and I to have a wonderful relationship." That's when I smiled and I knew why God directed me to go. We all have family members. Could be a brother, sister, uncle, mom, dad, distant cousin. We all have them. We may not want to admit it, but there's at least one bad apple in the family, or one that causes you added stress, disharmony. We all have them. But you know what? Sometimes we just have to let them go. Let them go in love. Like Kathy did. She let both brother and sister go in love. No hard feelings. But her desire to have a sister is where I come in. I looked her in the eye and I smiled and I said, you've always had a sister. And she said, excuse me? I said, it's so funny how so many of us are searching for a grandma, a grandpa, an uncle, a sister, a brother. But I've learned in my adventures in life, a long time ago when my ex was in the Air Force, sometimes adopted family is better than actual family. Sure, I love my family, but the ones I'd like to keep away from me in distance, God has made up for it and sent me amazing, wonderful people to fill in the spaces in my heart. As adopted grandparents, cousins, even sisters. Kathy looked at me and I said, don't you know, we believe in God, so we are soul sisters. It doesn't get any better than that. Kathy is Chinese and I'm American. Southern to top off. But you know what? None of that matters. I gave her a big hug and I made her pinky promise me that from this day forward, we are officially sisters. Something so simple as what I said to her brought her such solace, such joy. I thought I would turn and continue my shopping, but she continued to follow me around. She was joyous. She said how nice it was to think that I would have her as a sister. There are so many people out there that need someone. We all want acceptance, approval, love, affection, and we keep seeking our same circle. Sometimes what we're seeking for is not in that circle. So guess what? Look beyond your circle. There's probably someone that you know that would make a great adopted brother, sister, aunt, uncle, grandma, mom, dad. No, it's not going to be quite the same as the real thing, but you know what? Love is love. And sometimes the most unlikely people make the most amazing family. So Kathy, before I left the store, I heard my name called again. She just jumped into my arms and thanked me again. She asked for my phone number. She asked when we could do lunch. And she said again, thank you, that I am her new sister. It's funny how this all evolved. Even before I left the store, I went from familiar face to familiar face, and I spread my love and joy. So many others needed a kind word, some silliness and laughter, which I'm good at, and some hugs. Every day when I'm writing my affirmations, affirming what I want to happen, what I'm wanting to manifest, well, I took a break this morning. I grabbed my pen and the playful little girl in me grabbed the pen, and this is what I had written in the palm of my hand. I had no idea why, because I was feeling fine, a little tired, but my heart was happy. And this is what I wrote. Love needed. That's exactly what Kathy needed today. That's exactly what the other people in the store needed: the hugs, the laughter, the kind words. So I challenge you, look beyond your circle and make people feel loved. Open up your heart and you'll receive even more love. So with that, until the next great story, with love and joy, Miss Joy and Happiness, happy day.